Yo, finally, we are here. We finally get an opportunity to sit down and bring something that we've been thinking about to life. And we've been thinking about it for such a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the best surprise for you that you're going to get today. I want my guest to introduce himself, and then we can talk a little bit about what we are going to be doing here today.
Hey guys. Niaje wa jamaa. So the Kenyeji Promax medical representative in the room. Dr. Otis.
Mwenyewe.
Hey, Pulo. Also,
yes.
Matata, you're just being humble. Let me introduce Matata here. Our boardroom gladiator.
What?
The boardroom gladiator himself, Mr. Victor Matata.
I like this. You call me a boardroom gladiator, and I'm like the kindest person out here. You know, I gladiate no one. Yeah, just ask really tough questions.
It's metaphoric.
It's metaphoric. Yes. So, if you've clicked on this episode, then you already know what to expect. We are here with the mighty Dr. Otis mwenyewe. If you've been following his LinkedIn articles, then I'm sure it's something that you enjoy as much as I do. And we thought it is time to bring this to voice so that we can look at a few of the articles and we can be able to expound a little bit. And now I want to start with one, which is, I think, a cult favorite. I think a lot of people have read this article, and a lot of people who are in the kind of business that we do have also related. And this article was named Woiye Doctor. If you haven't read it, don't hit pause, continue listening, but you can also jump into LinkedIn, search for Josh Rabura. Under his LinkedIn, you will find the article Woiye Doctor. So let's start here. What inspired you to write this article?
The story is quite interesting because you see, when I left med repping, then moved to advertising and agency life, I reminisced my times as a rep. And so a lot of people are asking me, hey, Josh, how do I join medical sales out here? Because it appears lucrative because you're smart, look sharp. The allowances.
Sharp boy.
Sharp boy, man. Then I just said, just to give an advice, to an entry level rep who wants to join medical sales. So that's the background of this article.
Oh, fantastic. So just coming back, did you find that it had changed, or did you find that it was, just the same practice?
Same things done in a different way, because there's a lot of things that are happening. So we are moving as a society, also as an industry, but the basics are still the same.
Yep.
Nothing has changed.
Any day, if you're going to start and you're going to join medical representative, your baptism is going to look almost similar to a lot of the other people who are also in this industry.
Sure, you have to pay the school fees.
The piper must be paid.
The piper must be paid, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you begin your article by saying you haven't really hustled in Kenya until you've stood outside a clinic at 7 a.m. in your best shirt. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there. And I think the journey is a bit different for a lot of people, because there's some people who don't even get to stand outside a clinic. First, unapigwa pharmacies.
And you see, unajua kuna levels. Sometimes if your qualifications are not that medically related, so unaambiwanga wewe ande uanze pharmacy. Yeah. So reason is it's just to onboard you and just to bring you in the industry, because in pharmacies it's easy to start conversations. It's easy to sell in a pharmacy than to sell in a doctor. But don't get me wrong, easy and not. So most of the pharmacies won't dismiss you, so they will welcome you and give you some airtime. So at the pharmacy level, it gives you that confidence. That hey man, I can do this, and that's when maybe you then graduate to a hospital level where you meet these doctors.
would you say maybe this is because becoming a medical representative is not the first thing that comes when someone is doing career mapping? Yeah. And it is more of a specialized practice. You have sales in general, and then you have medical sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your article continues, and it says trying to catch a doctor's attention. And one of the things that you've talked about is, of course, it's easier to start at the pharmacy because there then, you'll get attention, but does attention translate into impact?
Yeah.
When you're starting, this is...
Not really. Just as I've said earlier. So the barrier to entry at pharmacy level is lower because the number of hospitals, if you compare the number of hospitals vis-a-vis the number of pharmacies, their pharmacies are all over. Even you can easily walk into a pharmacy at any point. But in a clinic setup or a hospital setup, and especially these major hospitals, if you're new and it's you are told like day one, go to, let's say for example, Aga Khan or Nairobi Hospital. Amen.
And go see a top doctor.
Go see a top doctor.
Yes.
Amen, man.
Longest day of your life, bro.
Kijasho chembamba mse.
The first day umepatiwa, you've just been given the bag and you've been told, hey, go to Aga Khan Plaza, bro.
It's difficult. And you've also said that like it's not the career that comes top of mind. Maybe when after graduating, or it's not the first priority in terms of where you want to join, because most of us joined by accident, by circumstances. You really don't know what medical, like when I was in campus, I didn't know what medical reps were.
Yeah.
But apparently, so in my fourth year, I used to hear people say stories like, this guy is working in pharma. So for me, working in a pharma company meant that either you are at the industrial level, at the production level, at the quality assurance level, or at the hospital level. Like you're doing those serious things from the back biochemistry. You're doing all this serious stuff.
Yeah.
Because like sales is usually overlooked, and I don't know, but nowadays sales is totally a different game.
It is.
Back then, like sales was considered as one of the lowest.
Yeah, okay, maybe at this point, let's just rewind a little bit back and talk about your entry into sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the experience like?
So, in terms of.
So, how did you transition? So, I know a little bit of your backstory, and I think there are very many episodes where we might get to cover that, so that people understand where this passion came from.
Yeah.
But just moving from the last thing that you were doing into medical sales, how was that happenstance? As in, what moved you into medical sales? How was it sold to you?
So for me, hey manze waliuza picha. I think if for those prophets that you guys know, waliniuzia, because at the end of the day, so I was in Juakali sector, and some of my peers from campus, when we used to meet in the evening, man pale maeneo for a cup of uji, hey man, the waiters gave them different attention. These guys were smartly dressed. Like they had everything. They had liquidity. Not much liquidity. No, looking back, then that's when you understand
they had liquidity.
Yes,
as in being in the industry, do you think the liquidity was there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's always there.
It is always there.
And man, in the street, liquidity is king. You can have assets, man, but if you're not liquid,
it doesn't matter.
And so the liquidity they had like enticed me and make me want to join the profession. Niambia, hey Josh bana, toka huko
kuja tukuoneshe.
Come tukuonyeshe.
Kuja tukuoneshe mali tunatoa maziwa.
Come man. and again, so my parents like were frustrated with me. This guy is gone to campus, being in Juakali, so he's not representing the family well. Anachomea familia.
Yeah, I think ending up in medical representative as a medical representative is one of the most random things. I mean, I'll tell you my story.
Yeah.
So So hata mimi nilikuwa jua kali.
Yeah.
But I think mine was very different because soon as I was done, the first job I got was I was given by my uncle, and this is big quotes. Yeah, because again hata mimi nilikuwa nimeanza kutupa mbao, nilikuwa nimeanza kukalia pale one stone. Kila siku tunapiga tu story tu na maboys, unajua. Base. Yeah, so my old lady was like, I have this friend of mine who is in pharmaceuticals and he does tenders. So I was attached to this guy, and my work basically was running up and down Afia House. So as in my job description was to follow up for payment. Yeah.
Payment.
Yes, like once you do a tender, like we're talking like way back in 2007 there. So you do a tender, and then getting the payment was even bigger than actually doing the tender.
Yeah.
Yes, because everything that was happening in Afia House. So man, like you had to go to all the offices, unajua unakatia watu unaambia process imefika wapi.
I would really want to understand at that age, did you know how to like follow up payments, like for real, like unajua kuhandle where you guys need to pay? How?
No, you see, at that point, I was at that point where I had pessimistic optimism. As in, I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, so I was just running on optimism and hoping that I can make a good call. I can get what is it called? Some kind of feedback as to where the payment has reached. And, it went well, so well that, we actually got the guy paid.
Yeah.
Or we meaning me. I got the guy paid. And then, Casper, guy ghosted, bro.
After being paid?
Hey!
Hata fea ukurudishiwa mse.
Fair gani. Because I used to stay somewhere around. So I every day I would walk. Yeah, so I would walk. To
your house now?
Yeah, at the time I was staying around Ngumo. You know Ngumo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was just easy to just like dip into, just vichochoro mpaka unafika Afia House.
Yeah. What a coincidence. Do you know, after my campo, you see those servant quarters in KNH?
Yes.
Those two houses?
Yes.
I used to stay there.
Ah, nice. Yeah. Jirani. These are the things you discover, Maze, when you decide to come and pod with people. Yeah. So after that, when I didn't get paid, man, I was like, I don't think I want to continue doing this. And then, so my old lady, she used to work in KNH at the time, and where she used to work, she used to see a lot of med reps. Yeah, so she comes back one day and she's like, I've got this brilliant idea. Okay, that's not how she said it. The way she said it is, here's a contact for this person, call them, go talk to them. If they like you, they'll give you a job. And bro, that's how I got into repping.
So you did do an interview?
I did an interview. What do you mean?
You're speaking like it's so easy. Like I call, hey, Bobo, nimepatiwa namba na madhe. Ameniambia uko na job hapa. Then you are given a job. Man, it sounds like that.
Z. Kwanza, no, I went for a spate of interviews, man. Like, and those days the interviews used to be very, very different. Yeah. So I think the most interesting one is where I went for this interview, and I think we were like 10 of us. And then we were given a topic to discuss. So I think the topic was very politically motivated.
Yeah.
And the way they gave the job, it was based on who was loudest.
Hey, Buddha. Hey.
So if you, so let's say, for example, if you didn't have any knowledge of politics. Yeah, they just walikuchuja tu wanakuambia tu boss, mbona uongee, enda home.
Yeah.
So that was traumatizing. Yeah,
so, but you acted loud.
Acha mambo yati what is your weakness? These are easy interviews. Ati what is your strength?
Yeah.
Bro. You're put in a group of 10 people and they go, they're eliminating you, mas. It's like MedRep got talent.
Like, what was your strategy to win? Because there are 10 people here and you're looking like for one position. So, like, what was your strategy?
So it didn't matter whether, you had a valid point or a legit point. What mattered is, are you able to be the loudest and the most convincing? As in, basically, how can I say, you needed to drown out everybody else. You needed to be the most aggressive at putting your point across. So I was in that interview. I was like, bro, Easter Peter. I threw a few points in, and then I was like, yo, hii hapa itakuwa ngumu. Yes, waliniambia niende, nikawambia gladly, ni sawa tu.
So you got the job after that?
Oh, hell no. I didn't get that job.
Hey, dude, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, one of the most interesting interviews that I went to. Yeah, so, eventually I did go to other interviews, and then, of course, I got the very first position, which was in, one of the companies. We said we're not going to name names. Yes. So how did yours go?
Mine, I think I've already shared an article about it.
Yes.
In LinkedIn. But just a recap. So I had a friend. So I was working in Gikosh. So I had a friend called Samora. And as I've told you, so after hustle in the evening, tukienda maeneo, they used to see these guys smartly dressed. Then the Gikomba's fires happened. So was jobless, nothing. Sina shughuli, yani niko tu yani nothing.
Juu ya mawe, bro.
Juu ya mawe mse. Yani unaamka asubuhi. Then where I used to stay, we didn't have electricity. So there's nothing that you could do in the house.
Yeah.
So unapiga lap manzi, unakam tao.
Story ni kupiga tu lap tu. Hakuna story ingine.
Unakam tao, unahang kwa saiba za wase. But apparently during those, I think God works in mysterious ways. Apparently you find yourself doing something.
True.
Hanging out with very, very many people because you're energetic. You make friends easily. So fast forward, Samora referred me to one of his friends who was working in pharma. So they scheduled me for an interview. I failed the first interview, then referred to another company. I finally joined the industry. Yeah.
So we are back to talking about your first day, yeah, and not your first day, but just back to the article, and there's something called here baptism by footwork. Let's just dive into that a little bit, yeah, because this is one of the things that you must expect, yeah. If you're going to get into med repping, you will definitely have to expect utakuwa unabadilisha viatu baba. Your budget ya viatu itaenda juu.
Acha tumse. Unajua kuna kuanga na ile mimi kiatu imeisha sole side moja. Unapata msee amedunga fiti, is smartly dressed. But when you look at the shoes, by just looking at your shoes, somebody can tell that you're in sales.
Yeah, they can tell your life story from your shoes. Uliza kiatu maze, described it. Yes.
So apparently, I used to have a colleague of mine. He used to be called Kev. Kev alikuwa anasema jioni. So after work, we've already done our rounds. So what we need to do now, we need to go and start doing boxing. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because the distance that you've covered during the day is more than like 10 kilometers. And a boxer runs like on average 10 kilometers when they're training.
Yes.
So the only thing that we need to do, we need to do just to train on boxing and just to know how to throw punches. Yeah. Because we've already done everything.
Yeah. And I think one of the things, I don't know if it still happens now, I'm sure it still does. You also write in your article that you're given a big bag. I was given a big bag, bro, like on my first, as in this was the trial. Like you used to get the big bag and then you go. So, I was fortunate enough. I always now look at it as like I was fortunate to be, placed in Isili. Yeah, because Isili,
was Isili that hectic? like it is right now.
Yo, bro, Isli is Isli, man. Isli has always been fast. You know, Isli is fast. It's you learn how to talk fast, to sell fast. You learn how to be there early. You know, it becomes like second DNA. Yeah. You know, if you come there at 10, nobody's seeing you. Yes. So I mean, you had to dip into the office, get your samples, and then tao haraka number 9, watch hapo kwa roundabout, and then now you begin your day. And remember, the next day, nobody expects you to come back with a full bag.
No one.
No one.
So, but let me tell you something surprisingly.
Yes.
Do you know I was very proud of when I was used to carry that big bag?
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, when I was given that big bag.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What brand was your bag, bro?
Hey, man, okay. Sitaki kusema your bag, but niko sure wasee tu watajua. Unajua, one thing about med repping is that the bag you carry, by the bag you carry, people will know which company you're working for.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So mi yangu msee nilikuwa naibeba tu hivi. Alafu unajua, it was not even a backpack. Ni ile ya kubeba hivi.
A backpack for who?
So I used to carry it proudly. You see, when I was leaving my house,
yes,
I used to make sure all my neighbors have seen me. Ile shop yapo kwa mtaa kama wajiona nimetoka kwenda job. See, these people walikuwa wameona because walikuwa wanajua mse anawaka gikosh.
Yes.
Walikuwa wanasema hizi pata kazi office.
Sasa ndio huyu, see me.
Alafu hiyo bag iko na samples. Na iko na daktari. Alafu naitwa daktari kwa kijiji.
Ai, mtoto wa Mungu.
Ai, man. Nilikuwa naibeba proudly, yani, as in, when I entered the hospital, yani, I used to think that the soldiers respect that bag.
Yes.
See, you are trained in the office that you are a medical rep. You are representing a company.
You need to stand proud.
Yeah, you're proud. You're representing
the
best company in the world.
And remember, all companies were number 1 company in India.
Yeah, the number 1 company.
Yo, man, if you didn't drop that and your supervisor was there, man, you're out of a job.
I remember telling one doctor, no, she was a clinical officer. Yeah, it was just a casual conversation that our product is the number 1 in the world. It was an anti-malarial.
Side eye.
That's you asked me.
I should press this one.
That's it. That's you asked me.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Europe? In Europe, there's no malaria, man.
Yes.
So how can you say that your drug is number 1 in the world? So, with that train of thought, as in, it's entertaining, and you miss those days when you are a junior rep.
Yes.
And at entry level, because you are raw, you are green, you do everything wholeheartedly.
Yes.
You're trying to learn the ropes, and it's one of the best feelings in the world because you're not afraid of anything.
Yeah.
You're not afraid of shame. You're not afraid of finances. So you have the energy.
Yeah.
Man, you can.
Would you say that these changes, the more you stay in the industry?
Yeah, if you don't have the self-discipline.
Yeah. So I mean, the question is, if you compare this person who's just starting, and then you compare, let's say, someone who's switching companies, do you feel like there's a bias, like that would cause one person to be more successful than the other, or is it served in different ways?
There's bias. It's a combination of a lot of things. Luck also plays a very big role here because you guys can be doing the same exact things, but one joins a better paying company than you.
Yeah. So
luck plays a very important thing. Sometimes we think that we are better than everyone else. So I always don't want to say like that I am not better than you or you are better than me.
Yes.
It's just sometimes
circumstances,
yes. Positioning,
circumstances, opportunities, being at the right place at the right time. You know, being in the right conversations. And I mean, these are topics we can always cover, and we will cover in future episodes. But you know, So I mean, I'll tell you about my bag. My bag was like, I mean, I think I weighed the same as my bag. So I didn't have no fun.
How heavy were you then?
Yo, bro. And then I think the first manager I got, man, hatukuwa tunasikizana maze, because my samples maze were what do you call them, syrups,
cough syrups.
Hey, Buddha. Eh? You know that 60 ml, if you multiply it times 40 bottles, you get significant maze. You're carrying nini.
So you're basically a walking pharmacy.
Ay, bro, man. Alafu unajakuwa na bodaboda, so mali unasimamishwa, you have to walk the rest of the way. Yeah. So
zenye zilikuwa zinavunjika zinamwagika kwa bag na
kuvunjika hata sometimes unaboeka unaanza kutaste. Because hey man, like, you know, it's like you start growing, you know, that arm, like your right arm, guys are like, yo bro, umekonda but muscles. Unakauka ni nini. If you tell them that it's my sales bag hawakuamini.
Anyways, man, those are the good old days. But yes. I think nowadays, yes, there's still companies that gives out there's still companies that gives out the big bags, but with tech, iPads are there.
Yeah. It has made things easier.
And sampling is more regulated than before. So there's a lot of changes. So nowadays, I think reps are not as bulky as they used to be.
Yes.
In terms of the detail bag.
Yeah. If we progress a little bit more into the article, there is something that you termed as the waiting room hustle.
Yeah.
This is a skill that you have to build.
You have to.
Yes. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the waiting room hustle.
Amen. See, at the end of the day, it all comes back to experience. You see, in those waiting rooms, rarely you will meet those senior medical representatives or the experienced guys in the industry. Most of the time, you will not find them there. But you see, at entry level or at mid level, so you have to see this doctor. And you're not sure what time you're going to see him. Maybe in your planner, you are supposed to see him at let's say 3 p.m.
Planners. That is a whole topic, man. I think that is a rant.
So you reach the hospital, you find there's a queue, and the office demands that you need to see that doctor.
Yes.
And he's a key prescriber.
Yes. Daktari wetu you.
So you have to wait.
Yes.
Man, if you don't have patience, man, I don't think that you can survive this. Because at the end of the day, because what I've seen in the waiting room, some reps wait, they get tired, they go home. Others do anything, but it's all about balance. Man, so you have to have those skills, and that is why we are friends with waiters.
Yes, I saw that tagline, and I respect that so much, because I think it comes from a place of understanding. Yes. That hata we mazee umezoea kungoja yani mpaka uitwe.
How do I put it? Is it that misery loves company? So long as somebody can wait.
Yes.
No. With all due respect to waiters, so you find that they understand the level of patience required, maybe to attend to someone, right? And in terms, you understand what happens over there. So at the end of the day, it's all about getting your act right. And I think we'll discuss this at a different topic.
Yes.
On the strategies to avoid these things and just to be the sober guy.
Yes.
In the waiting room.
So there are some relationships that you mentioned in your article, and one of these relationships was okay. So let me mention all the relationships. So there is the watchman, there is the receptionist, and there is anyone with access to a bill appointment, like anaweza kusaidia kidogo.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
So you have to have relationship with these people, and it comes automatic. And it comes by need, because at the end of the day, without the receptionist, you're not seeing the doctor.
And there's nowhere you're going.
So without the watchman, you're not entering the hospital.
Yes.
Or any other person who has access to that person that you want.
Yeah.
If they're your friend, they'll give you intelligence or information about them in terms of their availability, their time, or where
these guys found.
Yeah. And man, you have to sort these people out.
I think
they are buddies.
I think one of these fine days we must speak about the cat and mouse games that used to be played in one of the big hospitals, where if you were caught, you ended up in a small cell in the basement.
Ever been in that room?
Oh, of course. But the funnier bit is how I described it to my manager. So, but story for another day.
Me manager wangu alinitoka, man. Handle it yourself.
It's like, what are these? Yeah. So, one of the things, and I think as we progress with the article, one of the things you also mention is, certain things happen when you're going to make the call, right?
Yeah.
There's what you've planned in your head, and then there's what you call the usual reaction, and especially this will happen when you're a new rep. So the doc, I mean, if it's a good doctor, he will smile, and then he'll be like, okay, so what do you have for me today? Yeah, say something along those lines. Yeah. If the doctor is different, those guys walk with lightning fast speed, man. Yes. So there's something that you mentioned there that the doctor greets you with a smile, pitch fast. Yes.
I think it's trauma response. I can say this trauma response, field trauma response.
Yes.
Just knowing how to handle a doctor based on how they present themselves in terms of availability of their time.
Yeah.
Because if you've started detailing to a doctor, that then just by the first few words they say, if doc ako game ama akwaje. Because sometimes if the doctor gives you an opportunity to detail, you're more likely not to get this opportunity for another time. So you have to do your best. So you have to do, like, hey man, like all the science that you know.
Yes. Yes.
Hey man, for me, this time I used to take advantage of this, man, because I used to make sure that doc lazima ajue nilifanya pharmacology.
Yes.
Doc lazima ajue nimeiva biochemistry.
Yes.
So I used to take it at my time to shine. Hey, sorry my friend, man. Nilikuwa na detail. Hey, kuna day nilidetail.
Yes.
Doc mwingine akaniambia, hey Josh, it's never that serious.
Hey, you're spitting bars on bars on bars.
We are not in a conference.
Unaanza indications, contraindications, side effects, kila kitu maze. Unaambia daktari, hakuna mali unaenda, relax. This is my time, baba. Yeah. If they say leave it with the nurse, where jipatie shughuli?
We just know that there'll be another good day.
If they ask you dawa ni ya nini?
If I'm saying.
Ndio hiyo sasa. Opportunity, my friend.
Toka kikuuliza hii dawa ni ya nini? Then unangezi hapo unaanza kuanza stories zingine.
Kama haujaisoma leave behind shauri yako. Kama hujui product shauri yako.
So you have to be prepared.
Yes. Yeah. That is where now all your education comes to.
Yani it's nearly time. How do I put it? It's your time to omoka as a rep. Because we may never get again this opportunity.
Kill them with science.
Yeah.
Yes. So one of the things that is very common, and I think everybody who is in this industry has experienced, is rejection. And I like the way you put it, because you put it rejection with a smile. Like, okay, si leo, bro.
Yeah. And I always say rejection is a beta vitamin.
Yes.
Like a beta vitamin.
Yes.
So multivitamin supplements you, gives you nutrients.
Yes. But it's not the best testing thing, is it?
It's not the best testing thing.
Yeah.
So just be ready for rejection.
Yeah. Kubali to that to process.
Man. In fact, even at ukienda tu pate, every doctor wants to talk to you. Where to just do kila mse anakuenjoy. Either you have something kuna kitu unless you even if you're special, doesn't matter. So rejection is a must.
And I think it's what really toughens you, because and I used to say, like right now there is something called 1,000 rejections. And I mean, it's the theory that look, if you want to get the job of your dreams, you're not really going to be looking at applying, let's say, systematically, like the way if you want to be, let's say, a country manager or something like that, you have to go through a few of the things, from a med rep, you'll go into sales manager, blah, 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 blah. Mpaka ufike huko, where you are the head of a region or something like that, and then probably end up as a country manager. So now, Gen Zs, I love them. They've come up with this thing called 1,000 rejections. So basically, man, it's, hey, Buddha, like, shoot your shot, bro. Inaweza kuwa juu ya mawe alafu next day when you country manager mazi. So ideally any opportunity that matches your dreams, Buddha una apply,
go for it,
na unaacha everything else ijipange hapo katikati.
Of course we have to be practical in terms of what you apply, the applications and everything.
True.
But why not? So one thing I remember, when 3 years into med repping, I saw an advert about a country sales manager. I applied for that position. I got a regret letter. Then it was a personal email.
Yes.
So from the response that I got, it was a personal email.
Okay.
Then I emailed that individual
to follow up.
So
because I need clarity.
I asked them,
yes,
what do you guys need for a country manager? I've been covering I have covered the whole country.
Yes.
So what else do you want?
Yes.
He laughed. He gave me a call.
Yes.
He said, I want to see you in the office. And apparently they poached me for a position. A country manager position.
Yes.
But a senior medical rep.
Oh, very nice. And I think that and I think that speaks to again one of the things I was reading was just talking about carpe diem, you know the Greek saying seize the day. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Nothing.
And I think just being able to take a few of these opportunities and just display audacity and ask them, hey, kwani amniti job? What's happening? Nimeshanunua viatu, suti, nini. The only thing nangoja ni kusign baba.
Contract iko happy.
Nipatie contract leo. So I mean, your article culminates to something you've written as small wins, which equals big joy. And this is the very first time that you actually make a sales as a medical representative. I think everybody remembers this. The first time unaambiwa, aya, hii ni dawa gani? Aya, leta autaka 10.
Hey boss. Your day unapigianga ofisi. Una make sure umepigia kila mtu kwa ofisi anajua iko na order. See, it's a nice feeling.
Unaanza na marketing director ukimuuliza, is the receptionist in? I wish those days tungekuwa na WhatsApp, because there was no WhatsApp when you could have updated your things on a WhatsApp group. But hiyo day nakumbuka when I got my first sale, it was in downtown CBD. Yes.
I'll not mention the name of the pharmacy. Buddha. Apparently, you see, tackling CBD as a rep, especially at entry level, it's one of the hardest things that you can do. People think that because it is CBD, we have very many
options and places where you can tour bees.
They think that it's easier. Apparently, it's easier working outside CBD or outside Nairobi for a junior rep or a new rep than working in CBD. And then I had hustles in CBD. I've gone for almost 3 weeks, no order. I used to go to the clinics around. Man, when the first order came, it was not my order.
Yes.
The pharmacist gave me a call.
Yes.
And asked me, hey Josh, so we need these products from your company. It was not me who initiated the order. They initiated the order. But I took the credit.
Yes.
I told management that I was the one who
lazima wajue.
Nakwambia nilipigia mdosi nikamwambia kuna order hapa nimepata from this farmer.
I need you to start running.
It was a big order.
Yes.
msana niuliza manager, how did you get it? Kaambia no. I did my best.
Yeah.
Na ni order tu ni hao walinipigia simu wakaniambia we want this product. They were out of stock.
Yes.
That's how I got my first order.
And I think one of the things now that I look back on it, like when you are in a line, right? Yeah. Let's say it's cardiology, it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
You see the line growing, but sometimes it's very hard to account for your personal efforts, and especially if you have a big region. Yeah. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's say you are marketing X in Mount Kenya. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So unaweza piga lap Mount Kenya yote. Alafu ukirudi ofisi maze you have maybe an order for 50k. As in the order that is on your order book.
Yeah.
Near 50k too.
Yeah.
But when you angalia the sales for Mount Kenya, man, they've jumped by like 300,000 or 500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, but manager anakuambia mazee, unajua tumekuwa tukiuza kabla hata ukuje huku.
Yeah. And that sums up because medical sales is a long-term game.
Yes.
And even companies understand this.
Yes.
And sometimes the reason why so even management is usually not harsh with you for the first few months is they know how difficult the job is.
Yeah.
And they know the steps that you need to take for you to reach at a certain level.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if patana na mtu anataka kukusumbua, man, you'll have problems.
So I just want to touch on a few key learnings that we picked from this article, which, as I always keep telling you, I think is brilliantly written. So there's some key learnings here, and one of them you've already mentioned, which you say rejection is a vitamin, baba. Zoea.
kuna jama fulani wangu.
Yeah.
The guy, he's here in CBD. He always tells me, you will know if someone is a good salesman by the people around him.
Yeah.
Kama ni boy, msee ni boy anakwambia it is a good salesman. Na hata hananga dem.
Yes.
Just know that huyo jamaa hana kitu.
Ngori bro.
Msee hana kitu. You have to sell yourself first.
Yes.
And the process of kukatia dem, most of the time kuna rejections nyingi involved. Na ni get.
Of course.
So the more rejections una get, the more muscle una build,
yes.
the more stamina una get.
Yes.
So ukisikia jamaa anakwambia tieni ya salesman noma, na haezi convince dem kupeleka dem out,
hata haezi pita reception,
mwambie come tubonge naye.
A good pharma rep doesn't sell meds. They educate, empathize, and build trust.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
One of the things that we underrate is educating. And sometimes we think only detailing and educating. Educating is vast. Educating the HCPs takes different forms. And I think we'll dive deeper. We'll have a topic in terms of what defines education when it comes to medical sales, because it's very important. Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one, the last key learning is university ni ground.
A ground, man.
There's no how do you say it? You can't replace it with anything else.
No, you can't. And you can't. Like we always say that you have to pay the school fees.
Lazima ulipe.
Sometimes unaweza kuwa unafanya everything in the office, and if you're never in the ground.
Yes.
It is kidangaji.
Yes.
As in, irrespective. Okay, yes, I can respect the position that you hold in an organization. You might be the CEO. You might be the product lead. You might be a junior rep. But at the end of the day, if you don't understand what is happening on ground,
we uko nje.
I can't have any discussion with you based on theory.
Yeah.
Because I remember there's another high level, somebody in a high level position in an organization. That guy never used to be in the field. Because sometimes power inakuletanga kwa ofisi.
Ndio.
So inafanywa unakuwa mlezi.
Of course, maze. Unajua hiyo desk, maze, desk alafu kuna endless tea, bottomless tea.
Nini nipigwe na ile joy ya pale. You see, you tend to lose insights. I'm not saying that you at a high level you don't need to be in the field daily, but you should be there regularly, because those insights gives you directions in terms of how you move with the product, and even as a company.
No, I mean, I totally agree with you, because a lot of the feedback also that is given to the doctors also depends a lot on, which questions you're asking, and, where your interest is. And there's this thing in communication, we say broken telephone. I think there's a lot of that. The way the doctors give feedback and the way the feedback gets to the office, sometimes it has changed. So if you're not going to the field, then it is impossible for you. If you have no contact at all with, the stakeholders, the doctors, the pharmacies, and, all these kind of guys, then it becomes very, very difficult for you to have a good grip on, what people think of your business.
And as I've seen, the game is growing tougher and tougher.
Yes.
Competition as in, the reality is, like, if you are in any town in Kenya, or like in any hospital at any day, you'll never miss any medical rep. At some point, there's always a medical rep.
Yes.
So what does that tell you?
I think one of these fine days will be how to spot a medical rep in town.
I think
there's an article you have on the same. So as we get closer to the end of this pod, there's something exciting that you're working on. And we'll keep talking about it, because we need to give you a challenge. Yes.
There are a lot of things that you are working on, especially from the background. So we are looking forward to having conversations with people in the healthcare industry, from medical reps, from doctors, pharmacists, like the entire value chain and in the entire ecosystems. The reason why we need to have this conversation is, we know healthcare is that serious, but doesn't mean that because it's serious, it should be boring. And we need to share our stories.
Fantastic. So, I mean, this, for you, dear listener, then is our promise. That we have very, very many more episodes. Of course, if you want to jump ahead of us, make sure that you go to LinkedIn, search for Josh Rabura. You need to acquaint yourself with Dr. Otis and some of his experiences. Also, we'd also love to just hear from you. If you're listening to this and you're a person who is in the industry and, you have also some input on some of the topics that we've just spoken about, I mean, feel free to leave a comment. I mean, we'd really like that. If you also want to, jump in on the pod, I mean, you have a minute in your day and you want to come jump in on the pod and, just tell us a little bit about your experience, you're also very, very welcome. Just, leave it in the comment.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much. And again, just keep it locked for the next episode. We won't tell you what it is about, but like I said, if you jump into LinkedIn and you read the articles, then it will sound very familiar once we start talking about it.
You'll find as Dr. Otis newsletter, but through Josh Rabura, and also Matata, because we'll be co-sharing the newsletter in terms of the story. So even if you go to Matata's page, you can also be finding the articles.
Yeah, sure. I mean, definitely happy to do it. Yeah. So until next time, thank you so much for clicking on this link and for just hanging out with us for this period of time. We look forward to again engaging with you on the next episode.
Cheers, Ben. Have a good one, man.